If you're looking to change up or enhance your leveling experience with add-ons, then this is the video for you. I'm Silo with Zygor, and in this video we're going to run through a bunch of add-ons that are going to do exactly that. The first one we're going to talk about is going to be DialogueUI, and if your goal is to have a more immersive playthrough, then this is definitely one of the add-ons that's going to help you achieve that. Once you install this and log in, pick up a quest, you'll notice some of the changes straight away. First of all, your UI has been completely disabled. You've been zoomed in, so it's more of like a personal conversation you're having with the NPC now. You're seeing them kind of face to face. And also your quest window has been revamped as well. It feels more like a parchment now instead of what it was before, as if you're being given a piece of paper with the quest on it. It's also going to give you quite a few quality of life things as well. For example, you can now press spacebar to accept the quests instead of having to click. And there's going to be a bunch of customization with this add-on too. For example, we can change the theme if you don't like the lighter brown. You can have a black theme, you can change the frame size, the font size, you can change the font entirely, the orientation, how it impacts your UI. You can have it mark quest items that are going to give you the most reward price if you were to sell them. It shows the quest type, you can simplify the currency. For readable items and lore items, it's going to completely revamp the window as well, once again really leaning into that kind of immersive aspect. And you'll have control over how it'll impact your camera when you're speaking to NPCs. Or you can change up the keybinds you're currently using to be able to accept quests, close the quest window, all that kind of stuff. And it can even impact some of the other areas of your UI as well. For example, the auto quest pop-ups when you kind of loot a quest item or you get something that is the next stage of the quest that pops up. That can be reskinned. Or you can change the way auto-completing works. It'll auto-complete a quest, but it'll still show you what you got and also the quest text as well, in case you're still interested in that, but you want to kind of continue moving on while you're reading. And there'll be some accessibility options as well, like text-to-speech for the quest dialogue too. So if immersion is your goal, definitely give DialogueUI a check. Or quickly, I did want to note on another add-on that does very similar, but in a more modern approach. And this is called Intreraction. So when you pick up a quest now, you're going to have the quest text move to kind of like a speech bubble, and the UI and stuff is going to be kind of more modernized in the visuals. This is also going to come with various quality of life changes as well. So another one to check out if this is the kind of add-on you're currently looking for. If you're looking for an add-on that will be the ultimate companion for your leveling journey, it'll guide you through quests and how to complete certain quest lines or zones entirely, then Zygor is one you've got to check out. You're going to be able to load entire zones or entire quest lines or campaign quest lines, and it'll progressively guide you through each steps with tips and tricks along the way as well to save time, and it just helps remove any confusion during your questing or leveling experience. Not only that, it's going to come with a bunch of quality of life, such as picking up and turning in quests automatically selecting dialogue options, picking up flight paths when you're nearby, selling all your grey items, repairing for you. It'll even highlight upgrade items on quest rewards so you know which one to pick up, and it'll keep upgrades flagged in your bag as well, so if you're trying to clear out junk or items that you no longer need, you'll know exactly which items you want to prioritize to keep and which ones you can get rid of. And it doesn't just stop with assisting you with questing either, it's going to help you picking up pets and mounts and achievements, and even with gold making too. So if you're after more of a companion add-on, then Zygor is definitely worth checking out in the description below. The next add-on for us to talk about is going to be Hekilight, and that name might sound familiar to you because in the past that was a rotation helper. The Blizzard one did end up replacing that due to the add-on changes and them implementing their own, but Hekilight is there to be kind of an addition to the Blizzard-based one. Because the issue with the Blizzard one is it only shows you what you should be pressing now and not giving you much of a kind of setup for what you should be pressing in the future too, which is quite useful for getting your next couple of buttons off. Hekilight looks to bridge the gap by showing you what you should be pressing now, also showing you reactive stuff like procs, and showing you what you may be pressing in the future too. I think this is great for leveling characters, especially if you're jumping into something you haven't for a while that's higher level. Remembering what you should be pressing, or if you just want to be more relaxed with your gameplay, then add-ons like this are really nice to have. So if your goal is more relaxed leveling, but you don't want to just press the one button rotation helper, then I think this is a good middle ground of still giving you stuff to do and think about, while still assisting you on doing your rotation better. And there's going to be a few things you can customize with this as well, like how many buttons are shown, how big those buttons are, how the cooldown tracking works, and even you can ignore some spells as well if you just don't want them to be ever recommended. The next one up, I'm kind of surprised isn't more popular, and that is Waypoint UI. It's actually made by the same person who made the Interaction add-on that we talked about earlier, and what this is going to do is whatever your current kind of focused objective is, it's going to add a big beam waypoint into the world space itself. So you're not looking at your minimap arrow or anything like that. You're going to visually see a big beam being like, head over here. So if you want to reduce things or reduce your UI in total, like you don't want the kind of quest bar there, or you don't want your minimap showing or stuff like this, then you can do that with this add-on because it's just going to show you where you should currently be going. There's going to be some visual customization you can do in this. You can have it interact with other add-ons such as TomTom. You can have it a display even when your UI is hidden. So if you have another add-on that maybe turns off your UI when you're on a flying mount or a ground mount, then this could be a way of getting more immersion. Your UI is hidden, and all you're going to see is where you need to head to next. But overall, I think quite a cool add-on if this is something you're interested in. If you're someone who's interested in getting more information around the speed of your levels or other insightful info as well, then XPBar Enhanced is going to be one of interest to you. This is going to do a bunch of things that are going to be fairly useful to you. For example, it's going to show you how quickly you're currently leveling. So every time you kill a mob or hand in a quest, it'll give you an estimate of how long the current level is going to take. It'll give you a heads up on how much rested XP you've got and how that's going to impact your levels as well. And also, if you finish quests, it'll give you an idea of how much XP those quests are currently contributing towards your current level. So if you've got, say, 20% left and you have 3 quests to hand in, it'll tell you, oh, you're actually only going to get 16% from these quests. You're going to have to get 4% from somewhere else if you want to hit the next level. And there's various other things that will do that are nice as well, like telling you how long you've been playing this session, how long your current level was in total. You can even add an additional faction bar, which can be tuned to do your followers too. So if you want to track your Valera progression or a specific faction, you can have that accompanied just underneath the XP bar as well. It does have a couple of visual layouts as well. You could go for a bar, or they have the circular option if that more fits your UI and style, and you can customize a lot of the aspects of the bar too. So if you're looking to go fast with your leveling, then this is a good add-on to have to give you an idea of how fast you're actually going. This next add-on is quite simple, but I really like what it does, especially once again you're kind of after useful information and immersion. Then this add-on is going to be doing both of those things, and that is Questplates. What it is going to do is add an icon next to your nameplates, and this will indicate how much left you need to do for this particular mob type for the quest. So say for example you're on a quest that is fill the bar, it'll mark all the mobs that are aligned with the fill the bar quest and how much of the percentage left you have to do. Or if you're on a quest that needs you to kill 10 of a specific mob, once again, it'll mark how many left you need to kill before you're done. So this is kind of a nice double dip because that extra information means you're not having to look to the right side of your UI all the time to figure out how many more you'll need, or the tooltip in the bottom. So one worth checking out if that seems of interest to you. The next add-on is a big quality of life upgrade for people who are leveling and people who have hit max level as well. What this is going to be is Teleportmenu. When you press the escape button, it's going to show you all of your available teleports, from Hearthstone to M+ teleports to toys or other things you've unlocked. It just gives you all of them right there for you to click on instead of having to go through toy journals or have them on your action bars. You have them now in a nice convenient place to access. And there's going to be a bit of customization as well on what you want to show or how you want it to interact when you click the buttons. But in terms of just getting around a little bit faster, definitely one for convenience. This next add-on will take a bit of work to get going, but if you're after the kind of ultimate sit back and relax on a couch with a controller experience, maybe get yourself really immersed while you're at it, then this add-on ConsolePort is going to be exactly what you're after. What it's going to do is give you a console-friendly HUD, and it allows you to pre-select the controller that you're using as well, so it'll pre-set up with the kind of keybinds and stuff in mind for that controller you're using. So once you've selected your controller, you'll be able to kind of customize and set everything up. That will take a bit of time to get going, but once you're done, you're going to have the ability to kind of swap between hotbars using different buttons like back buttons and stuff, and it'll just give you access to everything you need to be able to more conveniently play on a controller, especially with the rotation assist and the one button macro. With this alongside that and maybe some other add-ons as well, you could have just such a relaxed, kind of immersed gaming experience that isn't too high stress. You know, you probably sat on your couch, or you could even just be in bed playing on like a projector or something. It gives you a lot more opportunity to play WoW in a different way you've never really experienced. The next add I'm going to talk about is one that you might not appreciate today, but in 5 years, 10 years, maybe more if you're still playing the game or you've stopped playing it, then I think this is a pretty nice one to have, and it's named accordingly. That is Memento. And what this is going to do is when you do various things like finish a dungeon, level up, collect a new mount or pet or achievement, kill something with your guild, whatever it is going to take a screenshot. You can set the delay on how long you want it to take a screenshot after you've achieved the thing, but it's going to give you a progressive pile of screenshots to look through. And that could be today that you look through them. If you want to check how quickly you leveled, you could have it set up so it'll show your /played when you level up, and it'll take a screenshot of that. Or in a couple of years and you go back and see the characters that you've leveled, the mounts that you got, the moments that you felt like some kind of emotion from. You're just going to have those now saved in your folder. And I think screenshots are something that people don't take enough of. I had a ton of screenshots from when I first started playing the game that I lost. I'm really sad about that because there are a lot of memories that I really enjoyed from the game. So I think being a bit more proactive about taking screenshots in a convenient way is definitely one reason I want to recommend this add-on. The final one I want to touch on quickly is Leatrix Plus. If you've not got this add-on already, it is a great quality of life add-on to have in your collection, as it's just going to do a bunch of things. It's going to allow you to have a bunch of automation. For example, you can automate quest pop-ups and hand-ins, you automate the gossip text, automate accepting summons or resurrections, sell your junk for you, repair automatically. There's going to be some social things that you can do as well, like automatically block party invites or duels if you've been kind of spammed down by people consistently. That'll help you out with that as well. There's going to be some convenience in the chat window, like it can hide and show certain things. It's going to be able to show you certain things on your minimap, like kind of give you an enhanced minimap or an enhanced tooltip. It can add durability status to your character pages. It can give you pet battle kind of team setup, so you can conveniently just set the team that you want for whatever kind of content you're doing. It can show you the timer before the invite window disappears from like looking for group or similar. You have more control over what shows up on your frames and UI as well. And you can even control specific things as well, like you can have your max camera zoom set so you don't have to use the script to do that. You can have mount sounds muted if people are using the annoying dragonflight mounts that just roaring every 2 seconds. You can get those muted. You can have faster looting, so you can kind of loot items faster and speed up your leveling that way. Faster ways of destroying items, faster skipping of cinematics. Overall, there's going to be a bunch of things this add-on can do for you to enhance your quality of life in the game. I'd be very surprised if there's not a good handful that you'll end up using to make your leveling experience more enjoyable. And that brings us to the end of the list of add-ons that I would recommend. Hopefully you found some new add-ons in this list that you're now going to check out and add to your leveling experience. And if there's some that I didn't mention that you feel like are must-haves for a leveling playthrough, let me know in the comments down below. Outside of that, look out for more guides coming soon. Thanks for watching, guys. See ya.